Much. And tonight in our Upfront segment, the importance of Michigan in the November election, as both the president and former Vice President Joe Biden have both decided to visit Michigan at the same time. Political science professor Dave Dulio joining us live to talk about how voters in our state are key to both candidates' success. Dave, thank you for being with us tonight.
My pleasure, Linda. Nice to talk to you.
All right. Always. Let's start with the president. He is looking to approach Michigan the second time around. What will his approach be, do you think?
Well, I think it'll be much the same as it was in 2016, where the president came to Michigan and talked about issues that were on the minds of the voters here. And I think he's going to do the same thing between now and Election Day. And I would be surprised if tonight he didn't hit on the familiar themes of manufacturing and trade, especially because those were themes of former Vice President Biden's message yesterday in Warren. And I think the president's going to continue to try to hit on those themes that worked for him in 2016.
And we're seeing back-to-back campaigning here in our state, overemphasizing how important we are here in Michigan. Joe Biden just here yesterday. Do you think his visit made a lasting impression on voters?
I think it's too early to tell. I think that we're going to wait and see what some polling maybe next week and the week after might tell us about whether or not the former vice president's visit and the president's visit, if they move the needle at all. The race is tightening. We've seen that in polling over the last week or so compared to some polling from earlier in August. And I think everybody, if they were going to be honest about it, would see a tightening of the race over time and probably continue to be that. So we'll see in the next round of polls whether or not they were able to move the needle with their visits this week.
And is a Pence-Harris visit next up, do you feel?
No, only because Jill Biden and one of the president's children are going to be here next week. So it may be close on the heels of that. But that just redoubles the point about how critical Michigan is and how serious both campaigns are taking our state, and they're going to continue to invest resources, time, and money into our state.
And Dave, do you feel like voters are in a position where their minds can be changed? Because it seems like they're devout one way or the other at this point.
Right. I think a lot of Americans, a lot of Michiganders have made up their mind, whether it's about Donald Trump only and either squarely in his camp or squarely not in his camp. Maybe made their mind up if they're a little uncertain about the president that they might support the former vice president. I think in this election, we've got a narrow slice of the electorate that's persuadable. And that's really what these campaigns are going to be fighting over for the next couple of months. In large part, though, this election is going to be about the base and turning out that base. Whoever gets their supporters to the polls better wins.
That's it. It's been evident. It's been polarizing. We'll watch how it unfolds. Dave, we thank you so much for joining us tonight, as always. And, of course, we have more on our election on 2020 and, of course, always on WXYZ.com. Dave, thank you.